Welcome. You're here to try to solve the problem 5x minus 4 minus 15 is equal to 25. And when we work on this problem, we do it as we do all these problems, that is, try to go from the last thing to act on x down to the most recent. And I notice the x minus 4 is all within the 5, and the 15 is all by itself hanging off on the end. So I'm going to first start by trying to undo this 15, use the inverse operation of subtraction, which is addition. And so I'll add 15 to both sides. When I add 15 to both sides, I get 5 to the x minus 4 is equal to 15 plus 25, which is 40. Now, at this point, we're in the point of the problem where you have to think about exponents and logarithms, because I noticed that what happened on the left is exponentiation. We took x minus 4 and we put it in the exponent of 5 raised to the x. So this is exponentiation with a base of 5, and over here I have 40. So to undo the exponentiation, I need to add logs on both sides. So I need to add a log base 5 to both sides of my problem. So I'm going to rewrite it out for us so we can see it nicely. Log base 5 of 5 to the x minus 4 is equal to log base 5 of 40. And as I look at this problem, I realize that on the left side we get log base 5 of 5 to the x minus 4. As has happened frequently, this exponentiation and this logarithm undo each other. And so we're left with x minus 4 by itself on the left. The right is log base 5 of 40. To myself and to other mathematicians, this is a reasonable answer itself. It's a number. We don't have to simplify it. But if you're seeking to simplify it, we can do it with our calculator. A few notes that kind of come as part of a larger series, which you'll see up in the link above. A few notes on how to simplify this in your calculator. If you're lucky, you have some sort of button that looks like this on your calculator, and then you can just type it, and then you can put the number in the bottom and the number in the top. But most of us don't have this button. My calculator doesn't. And so what I have to do is I have to type it in using the following formula. I have to type log 40 and divide it by log 5. And so for my calculator, this division is the only way to come up with a reasonable solution. So as I do this on my calculator, maybe you can see, let's see, a little bit of a glare there, but we'll make it work. I have to push the log button, and I do log 40, and then I'm going to do divided by, and I'll do the log button of 5, and I'll get my response. My response comes out to, looks like 2.292 is my answer. 2.292. And so this is a reasonable way to do this. There's a good reason for that. Again, if you click on the link, we'll talk a little bit about this equation, and then later in the semester, as we talk about properties of logarithms, we'll go into even more detail on why that works. So at any rate, x minus 4 is equal to 2.292, and now finally I add 4 to both sides, and my final result is x is equal to 6.292. Thank you very much, and good luck.